Magandang umaga po! This is Stephanie Liu, and I've got the one, the only, my kaibigan, Rob Balasabas. This is Ecamm Live International from the Philippines!
San Diego from Philippines.
San Diego in the Philippines. We are representing the brown crew. Because, you know, diversity, inclusivity. Did you say representation? Yes, this is the Asian Persuasion Show. Welcome.
Good to be here.
Good to be here.
Yeah, good to be here. How are you?
I just got my coffee. How's your coffee doing?
It's good coffee so far.
Okay, no, seriously, if you guys don't know Rob Balasabas, you have to know him because he's absolutely amazing. And he got all prepped for the show. He did a couple of push-ups off to the side. You didn't see it, but in the background, he was like, let me
wake
just
up.
You
gotta wake up.
You gotta wake up.
That's right.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, social media marketer.
Wake up, everyone.
All right, so Rob Balasabas, he is the most connected person that I know.
No,
stop it. Accept it. Let me shower you with appreciation. So I met you, what was it, 3 years ago? 2017.
I think so, yeah.
And you weren't even going to the conference yet. You were like, I'm just going to kick it on the outskirts, right? And then here you are, Mr. TubeBuddy. Mr. Everybody follows him for whatever meetup because he hooks
for whatever
it up.
reason, I don't know.
No. He's absolutely amazing. He's super shy. And he vlogs like every single day. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I try to. I try to document, it's fun meeting all of you guys here and hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, catching up. So, yeah.
What gear do you use for your vlogs now?
Oh, I have it here. So I use Canon M50 with a Rode mic. Learning from you, watching all your tutorials on all your gear, or this little iPhone.
On the iPhone. Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I first met Rob, he was actually kicking it with Thinkific, which I absolutely love. They're an amazing platform. Emily is here. You got the other crew here. But now you've actually shifted. You've moved careers. Where are you at?
TubeBuddy. Yeah.
Tell me about TubeBuddy. Tell me a little bit about TubeBuddy.
TubeBuddy. Okay, so TubeBuddy is a tool for YouTube creators to figure out sort of the opportunities with videos that they're uploading on YouTube to reach their target audience, get search, get rankings, get traffic to their site or to their channel and videos. And then also productivity tools. So, make life easier as a YouTube creator. Split testing thumbnails, bunch of cool tools. There's over 70 different features inside that you can use.
It's amazing. When Andrew was sitting here yesterday, he was highlighting a couple of things that he could do too. And I was like, I need to start getting really serious about YouTube. But other than that, the reason why people love Rob so much is just because you're authentic. You're an absolute storyteller. And you're all about community. Tell us a little bit about how live video has helped you build communities throughout your entire career.
Yeah, I think live videos for sure. So I think authenticity, you show up regularly, and then also you get to interact with your community, with your audience. Sort of, I hate the word at scale, but at scale, right? You get to interact with them on a regular basis, create content really easily. There's no editing. You show up as you are. So yeah, it's fun. Plus, it's really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I absolutely love it. It was, and I've actually had Rob on the show multiple times, and not just him, but we also have a really good friend by the name of Brian Schulman.
That's right. Yes.
And the last time that we did a show, well, before the last one, Brian was in jail. No, really.
Brian, if you're watching.
Hey, Brian. Sorry, Brian, you're not here.
We'll pick you up when you get out. We'll be here for you.
It's honestly, Brian, I wouldn't talk behind your back, so I might as well do it in front of a camera in front of a live audience. No, I absolutely love you. Yeah, no, Brian was he was getting his car fixed in the middle of Sears. And his background, this is why backgrounds are important, people. His background was this gray cement wall.
That's right.
And I was like, Brian, where are you? Because as the producer, I was like, what are we communicating right now to our audience?
Where are you? Yeah.
All right. So we've talked about how live video is able to help you build your community at scale, at large. You're able to be authentic. People really get to know you. What are your tips for live streaming, especially on YouTube? Any tips on that?
Yeah. So I think you really got to, you still have to have one primary message. You can't just just go on live and just talk about nothing and random. You know, people are giving their time up to do like to tune into you versus like doing anything else in the world. So you got to bring them value. So whether that's to entertain them, inspire them, or teach them something, I think you still have to plan it out a little bit. A lot of people go live and they're just like, I just want to go live and hang out and like, you know, just hang out and talk about nothing.
Conversation.
Yeah, you know, so you still have to like have one primary message each and every time. So
are you doing more YouTube videos? Well, okay, wait, let me back up. Because I know you do your daily vlog, right? Mm-hmm. But for your live streaming, do you do it on LinkedIn or you do it more on YouTube or pretty much everywhere?
Everywhere. So Facebook, LinkedIn Live, and then YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Any particular platform that you prefer best when it comes to live stream? Like, where's your audience?
It's kind of funny. So with TubeBuddy, we have our audience. Actually, the surprise was that on Twitter.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Periscope. So, we have a huge turnout for our live streams when we go live on Twitter, which is a surprise. Yeah.
So, okay, so if you are multi-streaming on multiple platforms, then how do you actually engage your audience?
Yeah, so really it's a bit of something you just develop, I think. You know, it's a lot of multitasking. But, what really helps is sometimes we'll have one other team member manning the chats. Right?
You have a team member to
well,
manage
you know,
the chats? I mean,
yeah,
oh my God. I mean, I know you're Rob Balasabas.
So we have a team member, usually somebody that is taking care of the chats, you know, making sure it's all clean, it's all good.
That's awesome. Wait, okay. I remember, so back when I first met him, 2017, you were asking me what I did, and I was like, oh, I love live streaming. And you're like, I don't know, maybe. How did you finally make that decision, like, okay, I need to embrace live video?
You know what? I think, like, when we first met, I saw you, and then I think I went on your show, at some point. Yeah. I went on your show. I was still with Thinkific. And just the experience was amazing. You had an awesome audience, and was like, we got to do this for Thinkific. And so started embracing live stream. We were doing live streams probably on a weekly basis for months, and it was a really good way to collaborate with partners and experts and, you know, people that we wanted to be connected with.
Okay, so then this is a question, because when I first did live video, it was really easy to do because it's just me, right? Like, I could convince myself, for me and my business, my personal brand, to do it. But when you're working for a larger company, right, like a global brand that's really recognizable, how do you convince them internally that this is something that we should be doing?
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough that I didn't really have to do much convincing.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, so they saw the value because we were getting a lot of social mentions. We were getting a lot of other partners reaching out organically, saying like, hey, I saw so-and-so, would love to collaborate with you as well. And then invitations for us to jump on their live streams started happening. So, you know, the whole, like, everyone says it, like, give first. And so we started doing that. And then things were starting to come back. So.
Oh, interesting. So it's basically like, if you could get buy-in by getting your brand on other people's shows, and then once they saw the value in that, then they decided to launch their own. Were you always the face when you were a guest on other people's show for the brand, or was it, did you have other people?
It was usually me. And then there was another couple of partners, partnership people on the team. Yeah.
Were they always confident in front of the camera?
No, of course not.
So how did you convince them? Because, I mean, that makes sense, right? You don't always want to have like one person for the company that's always the face, because if they decide to go, then who else is there?
Yeah.
So how did you convince them, like, this is awesome, this is good, and yes, it should be you? How did you do that?
Well, first of all, I'm still always nervous. I'm still
nervous.
Coming on here, I was like a little nervous every single time. So I think it's healthy to be nervous. You kind of have that adrenaline rush before you go in, and then but yeah, as far as getting other team members on, I think you just like convince them. You just tell them you just got to do it, right? So it's a little hard, takes some time, but I started having other team members join me as co-hosts. Yeah. So I think that's a good way. It's like be a co-host with them. That way you can kind of hold their hand along the way and then slowly let them go. Thinkific still does live streams, you know, so so I'm happy that they're still continuing to do that. And then obviously at TubeBuddy, we're doing a ton of live streams. We were doing live streams last night.
Yeah.
I'm going to do another one later, right after this.
I was like, excuse me, invitation, what?
I know, next time.
I was like, wait, hold on a second. I just had Andrew on here, and Rob is here tomorrow. Y'all don't call a homegirl? No, I'm just kidding.
Next time. We'll do it.
All right, you guys. Well, before we wrap up, Katie is going to go ahead and give you some info about our Leap into the Live Streaming Bootcamp. Rob is going to have his coffee because that's what he's all about. All right, let's do this. All right, so if you guys love Rob as much as I do, I know that you guys want to stay connected with him because everyone wants to connect with him. How's your LinkedIn doing? Is it blowing up?
It's good. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't track it.
Yeah, you do.
I just have fun.
You're like, I am awesome. Okay, so where can people actually connect with you and hang out?
Yeah, so you can find me on all the TubeBuddy channels. So TubeBuddy everywhere, Facebook page, YouTube, of course, LinkedIn, Twitter, and then you can find me on Instagram at Rob's other account, Rob Balasabas. Copy and paste my name. My last name is really long, so copy and paste it on on LinkedIn or Facebook. Send me a message. I treat DMs as text messages, so feel free to message me there, or YouTube, Rob Balasabas again. You'll find my channel.
Have you ever heard that song where it's like Uber everywhere, Uber everywhere? It's like
Rob
everywhere, Rob everywhere.
You're the best host. Best host.
Good. You know what? It's easy when you're
so
hosting.
good.
That should be your intro song.
Yeah, I know.
Rob everywhere, Rob everywhere. What?
Next conference.
Okay,
We'll do
that's
that
going to
way.
be in your
Yeah.
vlog.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to, what do you want to call our show?
I don't know. Good morning, Manila?
Good morning, Manila. Okay, bye, you guys.
Bye.